President Cyril Ramaphosa joining a long list of politicians who've expressed their condolences following the death of former Deputy President David Mabuza. The head of state has offered his condolences to the family, friends and those from Mabuza's political home. He says the former Deputy President deserves the nation's appreciation for his deep commitment to the liberation struggle and to the country's development as an inclusive, prosperous and democratic state. Watching developments for us in Barberton is SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo, who joins us now. And Tumelo, we're anticipating a long list of senior government officials to arrive there throughout the course of the day.
Good morning, Ayanda. Indeed, tributes have been pouring in indeed here since the passing of former Deputy President David Mabuza. A lot of people are expected to visit the family home here in Barberton and the farm in Barberton. But we have moved from the family home because there's not much activity happening there. But we are here in the Barberton town just to speak to a couple of people here who have knew Mr. Mabuza, who have lived closer to Mr. Mabuza here in Mpumalanga, just to get their reaction from the passing of Mr. Mabuza. He has been living in Barberton for a number of years. You remember that he was born in Brondal, just outside Hazyview, and then he has moved then he moved into Barberton, where he's actually residing in a farm. But let's speak to residents of Barberton just to get their reaction about the passing of Mr. Mabuza. Ayanda, you are one of the residents here. You are a youth. You grew up here with Mr. Mabuza. What's your reaction with the passing of Mr. Mabuza?
Morning, Tumelo. We're extremely shattered as the community of Umchindi. The former president, His Excellency David Mabuza, is a neighbor. I'm from Ward 45. It's a stone's throw away from my house. We grew up under his leadership. He has guided us a lot. He was not a person who was inaccessible. He was accessed by everyone. We used to visit his homestead. I was also taken away by the news yesterday when one of his head of security wanted just to confirm. It was difficult for all of us, and we had just a discussion a few weeks ago wherein we were just discussing some few things and asking for some wisdom, because he is a person who always guided us when it comes to community issues. There are families that has benefited because of him, and for him to become a deputy president, we actually regard him as a president, because what he has achieved, no one will ever reach that level from our province. We have lost even an opportunity to give him the support and put emotions aside and put difference aside and make him a president, because the history that could have been written today is not complete because of our greediness and ignorance. But on his part, he has fulfilled his leadership, and he is also a person who was not ignorant. He put everything aside. He never competed for anything. Even after he went out of office, he went out. He didn't cause havoc in the country. We remain proud of him, and wherever he is, and the country and the world. I was in Congo celebrated him as a president because he was a person who was deployed there for a very, very long time, even in other countries. So we are proud when we get even in other countries, they ask us about him. A person who sits in our very local community. We are very much proud, and we are celebrating his life, and we'll continue to remember him with his indelible life that he led.
Ayanda, thank you so much for speaking to us. Let's bring in Mpumi also into the conversation. Mpumi, just come closer to me so we can talk to us about how would you remember Mr. Mabuza, because you also live in this community, and also Ayanda was saying that, we have also seen people going into his house, asking him for jobs, asking for food and all those kind of things. How would you remember him as a resident of Barberton?
Ngiyabonga kunginikela lithuba ukuthi ngikhulume eyishati sishaqeke kakhulu sengumphakathi waseBarberton. Ngikhumbula ngalomnye umnyaka nje mina ngisebenza e-center yase Jinda Child Care Youth Center, so saya kuye sayocela lisido ngibantwana, wasita kakhulu. Ngaleli minyaka futhi saya sifuna ama-funds esikolweni, lapho ngenxa ukuthi bekasebenza kakhulu nemphakathi azange sikhona ukumthola, but bekangumuntu lo beka uphethe iBarberton ngendlela ecakile kakhulu. Sitomkhumbula kakhulu, silahlekelwe siBarberton, silahlekelwe ukuthi lunye lengakusho. kwetinhle tot edithi buhlungu sishacekile ngiyabonga kakhulu.
Thank you so much, Mpumi there, Ayanda saying that, you know, they used to go to his house and ask for anything that they need, if they need funding, they would go to his house and ask for funding. And also he was accessible to communities, but also accessible to the people of Barberton, and also saying that, they didn't have a problem when they needed him, they needed help from him, they would go to him and ask for help from him. Ayanda was also saying to me, Ayanda saying that, he was known all over the world, but also we are seeing tributes also coming in from Eswatini. The Prime Minister of Eswatini, Russell Dlamini, has also sent out a tweet saying that they will remember Mr. Mabuza for what he has done for the country, but also what he has done for the SADC region.
Right, Tumelo Machogo live to us there from Barberton in Mpumalanga.